Shopping in this centuries-old famous bazaar is not easy. Khan El Khalili. Is it worth it to buy things there? Is it even worth going there? Is this thing worth $58? I don't know, but you're about to find out. First things first, this place is the absolute definition of a tourist trap, without a doubt. It is there to literally scam tourists. You pay egregious prices for fine things, but that are valued nowhere near the prices that are stated. Now, Khan El Khalili, being the more Egyptian way to say it, or Khan El Khalili, which is, the white way of saying it, is a centuries-old bazaar located in the heart of downtown Cairo, and it shows exactly what the bazaars, and souks used to be like back in the day. So for what it is, it's truly an interesting place to go to see what it would have been like to be immersed into a crazy, a lot going on, super busy market where haggling is an absolute must, and it's not weird to haggle. It's encouraged if you know what you're doing. My personal recommendation would not be to buy anything there that's actually expensive, because you're already paying a crazy, overpriced amount of money, but to actually pay a lot of money for something is not worth it. This bad boy right here, when I originally looked at it, I was like, oh, how much is it? I almost broke it. Just dropped it. So this guy said that it was 1,500 Egyptian pounds to start. And I was like, okay, need to divide by 22, but whatever, so it's gonna be less than that. It's, 22 Egyptian pounds is $1 Canadian. And then he brings me to the counter and he automatically starts just wrapping it in the bubble wrap. And I'm like, whoa. And he was like, don't worry. He's like, you know what? I like you already. He's like, you're in Egypt. I like that. $1,300. And he had a calculator in front of him, and he obviously did minus 200. And then I slid the calculator myself. I divided it by 22. And it was $58. And I was like, bro, I am not paying that much. And he was just like, okay. He's like, okay. He's like, 1,000. And I'm like, no. I'm like, kick rocks. Then I'm like, I can't even afford to get home if I pay that. I'm like, I don't have that much money on you, so we take card. I'm like, absolutely not. So after kind of going back and forth, and I was probably better on the haggling because I was straight up telling this guy no, because I was like, I am not paying that much money. This isn't haggling. This is me telling you to kick rocks. And so eventually got him down to 300. And at 300, I know I probably still overpaid for it, but I was like, I want it anyways. I'm like, this is fine. So I got it at 300. It's, it's like $12. It's a tiny little knick-knack. It's fine. What 300 Egyptian pounds to him, that could be like 5 meals. Like, that's a lot of Egyptian money for all of like $3 extra in Canadian for me. So it didn't bother me too much. But if you're an unknowing tourist, or you don't know how to haggle or talk, or you kind of take things at face value, $1,300, especially if I didn't do any conversion in my own head. And I was like, sure, why not? And then I paid for it. Like, that is absolutely not worth $58. That's blasphemous how much that is gonna spend. So almost every single thing that anyone tries to sell you in that whole market is gonna be marked up 5,000%. So you need to know what things are roughly worth, at least in your own head, and work that price down. I ended up going back a separate day. I wanted more footage because the first day I went there, I didn't take that much. And I wanted to get one more thing. And, super simple, super small thing. Roughly about the same size. It's these scarab beetles. Super cute. I just wanted them. And different shop. And this guy, for these things, there's 2 of them, $800. 500 Egyptian pounds. And it's like, absolutely not, bro. And I ended up getting both of them for 200. So a huge significant decrease. And this was again after a lot of haggling. And again, 200 would have been like $8 for these. So still probably overpaid. It helps him out. So I was fine with it. Let me know in the comments what you think I should have paid for that camel and then those beetles as well. I would love to see what your bottom line number would have been to haggle for. Now, I was talking to a few different tourists here in Egypt about if they've gone to the market, and everyone had said yes, but I don't even know if it was even worth the visit. Like, I probably wouldn't tell people to go there. I would disagree with that because I think it's a wonderful and intriguing place. You just need to get around a few of those speed bumps of how aggressive the sales tactics were. But like, they just come up to you, they put things on you, like they assume the sale and they make you feel so pressured. Like I said, like he was wrapping it up for me. So like, here, like, you know, he's practically taking money out of your hand and giving you no other option. And people who are not used to that, or ones who kind of don't like that, you're not really going to enjoy this place. But in my opinion, I think it's a must-see when coming to Egypt because the hustle and bustle of this bazaar, you know, it feels like it's shooting you back in time to what the crazy streets of Cairo would have been like, you know, 50, 100, 200 years ago with all these merchants trying to sell things. So it was a really neat experience, but you need to get past the aggressive sales tactics, the yelling, the screaming, and all of this kind of crazy stuff going around you, the touching. These streets were so busy.
Nice style.
Hey, very nice here. You like cut here? Huh? I can cut here if you want it.
Ah, la la la.
Hello. I want to take a picture with you.
أيوة.
ممكن?
You're bumping into people and, you know, every 5 minutes what was going through my head is like, oh my God, am I about to be pickpocketed? Like, is someone going to grab something off of me from my bag? I kept checking my bag. So that was a little worrisome, but nothing actually bad ended up happening. But it was a wonderful experience and I do recommend it. Subscribe and follow along with this journey.
Have I longboarded my way into your heart yet? I hope so.